Deep sigh. Deep sigh. Let's all, you know, take a moment of silence for Gedaliah for what's about to happen to him because he decided to not listen when he was warned. All right. Chapter 41. Gedaliah assassinated by Ishmael in the 7th month. Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, son of Elishama, of the royal family and one of the king's officers, came with 10 men to Gedaliah, son of Ahikam, at Mizpah. They ate a meal together there in Mizpah. But then Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, and the 10 men who were with him got up and struck down Gedaliah, son of Ahikam, son of Shaphan, with the sword. He unalived the one the king of Babylon had appointed in the land, Ishmael, who struck down all the Judeans who were with Gedaliah at Mizpah, as well as the Chaldean soldiers who were there. I made a note over here. It says, he said, let's break bread so I can have fuel and energy to unalive you. On the day after he had unalived Gedaliah, when no one knew yet, 80 men from Shechem, Shiloh, and Samaria, who had shaved their beards, torn their clothes, and gashed themselves, and who were carrying grain and incense offerings to bring to the temple of the Lord. Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, came out of Mizpah to meet them, weeping as he came. If this isn't the biggest form of, like, I don't even know what to call it. Because, first of all, you're sitting here mocking these people. I think that's the word, mockery, the biggest form of mockery. You're mocking them, weeping, just like they are, because they're in mourning. And this is how they mourn. They shave their hair, tear their clothes, gash themselves. They're in mourning. And he's weeping as he came. When he entered them, he said, come to Gedaliah, son of Ahikam. But when they came into the city, Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, and the men with him slaughtered them and threw them into a cistern. However, there were 10 men among them who said to Ishmael, don't unalive us, for we have hidden treasure in the field, wheat, barley, oil, and honey. It's a setup. So he stopped, and he did not unalive them along with their companions. Now the cistern where Ishmael had thrown all the corpses of the men he had struck down was a large one, or down by the hand of Gedaliah, that King Asa had made in the encounter with King Baasha of Israel. Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, filled it with the slain. Then Ishmael took captive all the rest of the people of Mizpah, including the daughters of the king, all those who remained in Mizpah, over whom Nebuzaradan, captain of the guards, had appointed Gedaliah, son of Ahikam. Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, took them captive and set off to cross over to the Ammonites. When Johanan, son of Kareah, and all the commanders of the armies with him heard of all the evil that Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, had done, they took all their men and went to fight with Ishmael, son of Nethaniah. They found him by the great pool in Gibeon. When all the people held by Ishmael saw Johanan, son of Kareah, and all the commanders of the army with him, they rejoiced. All the people whom Ishmael had taken captive from Mizpah turned around and rejoined Johanan, son of Kareah. So it was a setup. Yeah, they were like, we're going to let you take us captive. Don't unalive us. Just take us captive for now. But Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, escaped from Johanan with 8 men and went to the Ammonites. Johanan, son of Kareah, and all the commanders of the armies with him then took from Mizpah all the remnant of the people whom he had recovered from Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, after Ishmael had unalived Gedaliah, son of Ahikam. Men, soldiers, women, children, and court officials whom he brought back from Gibeon. They left, stopping in Geruth Chimham, which is near Bethlehem, in order to make their way into Egypt, away from the Chaldeans. For they feared them, because Ishmael, son of Nethaniah, had struck down Gedaliah, son of Ahikam, who the king of Babylon had appointed over the land. Yeah, man. But one thing that I will say about a lot of these kings is that they are weak. They're weak-willed. They're weak-minded. They're easily influenced. And you can say that a lot about today's leaders in different countries, especially in the one that we are in. But yeah, they're not the ones who are running the show. You see how easily they are manipulated, like Gedaliah, Ishmael, These 10 men who were among them said, "Don't unalive us, for we have hidden treasure in the field, wheat, barley, oil, and honey." Yeah. But it doesn't even say they even went to the field. It doesn't even say that. So, yeah, they get on my nerves, y'all. These kings get on my nerves because they are so,